So we're going to start working through the actions section now, actually making changes to our data model. So within Power BI Desktop, some transformations, some measures, maybe some updates just along the way to the actual tabular object. So to get started here, we're just gotten some feedback in regards to our model, things we need to update. So we're going to start with our warehouse items, navigating into the edit query. This takes us into the Power Query experience. Some of the columns brought in as text. We actually want to update these now to the correct format. So here we can see tax rate is text, unit price, left align. We really want to get these on the right hand side so that they're recognized as numbers. So I'll hold shift from tax rate to the typical weight per unit. Go to the transform tab, detect data type, boom, instantly now updated to the numbers. So with this, we can go to our home, and then we'll do the close and apply. So we're setting that correct data type here for those columns. Additional kind of items here we want to make. We've just been getting feedback. Potentially information is being shown to users that they should not have access to, maybe based upon some of our row level security that we've got within our data set. So let's start out. I'm just going to double click here on the canvas, bring up that Q&A visual. So from here, we'll just ask the questions or total unit price by state / province name. Maybe just resize this here a little bit, make it a little bit bigger here now. So with this, we have our results. We'll turn this into just that standard visual with that little icon right here. And then we will navigate to our modeling tab just here at the very top. So if we do this now, modeling, and then we're going to do the view as, kind of just inspect this this current role that we're getting this feedback for. So our Florida sales reps, select this here. We should expect to see only Florida now returned. So we'll press OK. And let's go and take a look. Waiting. Quick update here. No results. All right, so on this yellow banner, we'll just press that stop viewing as role. We'll take a look here, just, how is this role currently set up? So at the modeling tab, once again, the manage roles option. Florida sales reps will navigate to state provinces. So it's spelled out the full name, Florida. It really should just be that 2-letter, as we kind of see here, the FL. Give that a quick moment here to process, and then we're just getting some additional feedback here in terms of the navigation experience. So on the sales order lines, we actually want to hide one of our foreign key columns, so we'll expand this out now, sales order lines. Our order ID, we'll just alternate select here. We'll go to the hide option. We'll just kind of make that a little bit less visible here now for our end users, just a better experience. Adding some additional measurements as well, just part of the requirements. So we'll do a right click on the table name, new measure, put our hands on the keyboard here a little bit, just with some simple DAX, nothing too complex here. So we'll do our just a total quantity here now. So the measure name will be total quantity. Right hand side, just sum from our sales order lines table. Add a space, there we go. And then the quantity field, close it out with that parenthesis. Add another measure here, just a request for a little bit of time intelligence. So here at the top, new measure. We'll do a total quantity. We'll do kind of the month to date now for this one. Waiting for the processing the model. You can see where kind of slowing you down here a little bit. So total quantity, MTD. Right hand side, we'll do our total MTD function. The expression, we'll just use our total quantity based upon our calendar, and then our date field. Close that out. An additional here, we'll do kind of the yearly version just after this is done processing. So here at the top again, new measure. Waiting. You see where the external tools are coming in handy. So the total quantity year to date. And then the DAX function, total YTD. Once again, our expression is going to be that total quantity. So the original measurement dates will just be coming from our calendar date column. Awesome. Current total unit price, they would like to see this as currency. So here, just kind of scaling out once again on the right-hand side, we'll select that total unit price. And then up in our kind of our formatting subgroup, we're going to change the format to currency. Just kind of get that updated here for us. Awesome. Taking care of the user's kind of needs here as it relates to the model. Obviously, the most important thing that we always want to do is kind of do that Control S or press that floppy disk icon, if you're familiar with that is, just the save button. So with this now, saving our changes locally, external tools, we're going to select that ALM toolkit option here again. So with this, kind of making sure our source is our local file, our target is that destination, so our remote model up in the Power BI service. Bringing through, comparing, right out the bat, home, report differences. Let's make sure we record these historical changes. Just if we do make these, export out to Excel, the differences. We're going to go ahead and kind of remove some of the noise here. So select actions, hide those skipped objects that contain the same definitions. So now we just have whatever changes or differences within our model. So warehouse items, we remember originally stored as kind of the strings here on the right hand side. On the left, the changes we made, so we updated those to just kind of the integers, the doubles, whatever else it may be. Florida sales reps updated to FL where it was previously Florida. Some of those new measures that we added, so like total quantity, missing in the target. So here on the left, that's a new kind of measure, total MTD, YTD, just the same new. And then unit price is telling us it's a different definition. So we have now the format string and kind of the schema compare, just now set as currency. Month to date and year to date, we want to do a little bit more testing before we formally deploy this up in the service. On the actions on the right hand side, we can choose to deploy it or kind of skip for the meantime. But I actually want to do this kind of in bulk. So I'm going to select both the MTD and the YTD, just holding shift. I'm going to just alternate click now and do the skip selected objects. So just choosing multiple in bulk. It's now showing as skip on the right hand side. So we're going to avoid deploying those for right now. To the to the remote model. Just whenever we're done testing those, kind of building out the report, we'll deploy those at that time. So we're going to validate our selections now from the home tab. 5 different changes, no warnings. Great. I love seeing that thumbs up of confidence here by ALM Toolkit. Press OK. Press update now. Here, just on the home update. From here, yes, do you want to update the target? Have your final countdown. Press the yes, the option there. Deploying the metadata. So some of our new measures are being added. Some of those just changes to the table. You can press close, and then we can refresh here. Just kind of view the comparisons. Same definitions. A few items here are obviously missing in the target, so that'll be just the measures that we skipped, which we can see our MTD and YTD. We chose the action of skip here on the right hand side. If we want to update those, just change that to create, and they'll kind of be off and running. But jumping over now maybe to the Power BI service. So if we remember the model as it currently stands, order ID is still visible. Total unit price, traditionally in Power BI desktop, if you're to do the home publish, you have to wait for that data set refresh to occur. It could be multiple minutes, multiple hours, whatever else it may be, just not fun waiting. So I refresh my browser page now. Since we were just doing a metadata deployment here with the ALM Toolkit, as you can see, our new measure is already instantly available there for us. Order ID also, we're gonna have to wait for our data set to refresh. We can instantly just start dragging, dropping, telling our story now here without having to wait for those data set refresh changes. Awesome. Hopefully you've enjoyed just learning a little bit more about ALM Toolkit. Obviously excited for you to continue your journey.